What is going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here with another Thunderstrike saga. Yeah, we're gonna be taking a quick peek here at the node number 3, and there's a quick little hack I want to show you guys, and hopefully you guys are able to benefit out of this. Now, obviously, if you guys don't know, this is the node where if you try to use Brimstone, you absolutely just get neutered here by all the Alpha Flight teams. And I've done some tests, and it's brutal. It's brutal. But you know, for the sake of efficiency and for the sake of trying to conserve your guys' resources, I've done some testing, and I think I've been able to find a way so that you guys can still do it without having all 5 immortal weapons. Because yeah, that is quite a big ask. And let's quickly jump into the roster so you guys can kind of see. Oh, and I am also sorry here. I meant to do a shout out in one of my earlier videos on the boss Thunderstrike fight, but I forgot to give you a shout out, buddy. Havoc321. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Appreciate the assistance on that node. I did not realize the boss doesn't spawn the the minions and stuff after the after his death. So I really appreciate the fact that you mentioned that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I made the video really quick, and I just completely forgot to give you a shout out for that. So apologies there. I didn't mean to take your I didn't mean to take your your work. But yeah, anyways, so let's quickly talk about the Stormbound roster here. So the team that I want to use here, so that we can save you guys a couple pieces of gear and whatnot, is the fact that we need to have basically. Again, people have told me Stormbound, or sorry, not Stormbound, Winter Guard works, but I haven't seen gameplay of it, so I can't really say it does work or it doesn't work. But I haven't seen gameplay of it, so if you guys, if you guys have tried it and it works with node number 3, let me know. Let me know. With regards to node 3 here, and I'm sorry, I am rambling a little bit here, so my apologies. We're gonna be running basically a 3-piece. Immortal weapons to save you guys a little bit of resources here. Now, this only works because of the fact that we have Thunderstrike as a potential 4th member. So in order for the immortal weapons to get all their buffs, they need to have 4 members on the board. So having Thunderstrike is a must, and so I hope you guys were able to get his, at least get him initially unlocked. And if you don't have Thunderstrike unlocked, you can still do it. You'll just need a 4-piece immortal weapons. But I do feel like people are more likely to gear Thunderstrike versus, like, for example, like Iron Fist or, one of the other members, right? Steel Serpent is kind of the one we won't use here. So the team will consist, and again, I used if you guys have seen some of my Thunderstrike raid videos, I did actually use a similar team composition, and that's, I was testing around with a bunch of different teams, and I was really hoping Daemon would work, but damn it, he is a liability. He does not work. He just dies too fast. So we are going to have our boy Living Mummy here. He is going to be the quarterback alongside our other taunter, Iron Fist. I can't click on Iron Fist right now, because if I click on him, it's going to promote him. So apologies there. I can't click on Iron Fist, but just take my word for it. He's got all his T4s. He's level 105 and tier 20, as you can see here on the 11. And then, yeah, we will also have Swordmaster. You need to have Swordmaster in this because of the fact that he's going to apply all those negatives with this Whirling Assault. And, of course, his on-spawn Safeguard. If he doesn't have the on-spawn Safeguard, you're basically screwed. So you need to have the Safeguard. Otherwise, the Alpha Flight just completely smashes you. I also don't have him leveled up here. For the purposes, so that I'm assuming some of you guys might not have brought him up, maybe to tier 20, or maybe to this could possibly work at tier 19 as well. I don't know if this would work at tier 18, but for sure, if you have a 7 yellow or some diamonds on your Swordmaster, it will make things a hell of a lot easier for you guys. So Swordmaster, Iron Fist, and of course as well our Living Mummy, and now the other 2 members is the remaining immortal weapons, which is Lady Bullseye. You need to have her because she gives the immunity on spawn. The immunity on spawn plus the safeguard from Swordmaster is going to keep us in the ball game, and that's kind of it. That's the team. So Lady Bullseye, Iron Fist OG, Swordmaster, and then we finish off with Living Mummy, who's a Brimstone member, and of course, our boy Thunderstrike here. And actually, you know what? I should really level these up. I don't know why I haven't. I think I just kind of, got into this whole gold saving mode, and I just never bothered with it. But anyways, so that's a team. Let's jump into the gameplay so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Crap, I just realized I didn't go over the ISO 8s. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, it doesn't matter. You guys should be able to see it when I attack. Living Mummy, I've actually got as a barrier. And then, yeah, I think just healer on Thunderstrike. And then, yeah, the other ones are all just like Striker Raiders. But, yeah, you open up with the big ult so we can apply the trauma. And then, again, Lady Bullseye is going to do her thing. And she's going to apply her ult so that way we can get some buffs off. And as you guys can kind of see right now, we got the safeguard and the immunity. That's going to keep us alive. That's going to keep us in good shape here. And again, the whole point of Living Mummy is so he can mitigate some of the damage. You may have to reset a few times just to make sure that Iron Fist's health is not too low. Also, do not bring in the other Iron Fist because these guys block revive, so it won't matter here. So we use the heal here to kind of just top off our defense up and our heals because the pain's not over yet. We gotta survive another couple barrage attacks. And the reason why the defense up is important is it's going to give that 50% mitigation for damage. People always forget the importance of defense up here, but this is why we need to use it here and top off our health. And again, Thunderstrike, once he actually lands his special, it actually deals a pretty insane amount of damage. So this is why we have Thunderstrike here. This will work a little better if you have a 4-piece immortal weapons, but again, I'm assuming people haven't built them up. And right here, we're going to throw the ult because it strips off of all the positives. Let's go after this guy here, and it's going to take everything down. And I think we should get we should be able to just basically tickle him, and then he should die here. But yeah, aim for the cluster here. And again, yeah, they're gonna hit you hard here. And yeah, it's thanks to the defense up here that keeps us in the ball game. Again, Swordmaster coming in clutch with his special, applying those negatives where they need to go. And of course, the next wave drops. Thank goodness gracious that Black Knight does not have any charges. If he had charges, we'd be absolutely screwed. So at least they gave us some grace here. We'll throw the big ult here, so that way it gets speed up, and it actually applies the taunt now back on Living Mummy because there's no Brimstone members on the team. He didn't spawn with the taunt, right? So that it would have been. It would have been nice. Excuse me, sorry, not the taunt, the revive once. Excuse me. So now that gave him the revive once. Sorry, too many buffs going on in my head here. So anyways, yeah. So you take down the left cluster, and yeah, as you guys can kind of see here now, that's the hardest part, right? Once we get through that Alpha Flight, which is the first section, and it gave me very, very Thunderstrike vibes. So whoever designed this clearly, was designing something similar to that stupid node that we had with the Alpha Flight, because yeah, I remember it perfectly well, and this is why we had to kind of experiment with some teams here. So as you guys can kind of see here, now we're kind of getting into a good situation here. We can throw the ult on anybody to strip the buffs. We're gonna take it off on the other Hulk here, just because he does pack a punch. And again, we got the taunt now from Living Mummy. He's got the revive once. He's gonna be able to take some blows for us now, and then our other Iron Fist can kind of mitigate that damage, and he can heal us up, right? So I hope this was helpful, because I know people are struggling with this stupid node, and I know that sometimes I know it can be challenging, but my goodness gracious, did they really need to do this early on? Like, throw this on node 5, throw it on node 6, right? You don't need to put it on right at the start, because then people are going to be frustrated about it, right? I was frustrated with it. I couldn't believe my Brimstone was like getting absolutely demolished. So that is it, guys. Hopefully this little quick, I don't know if it's a hack. Let's just call it I don't know. Let's just call it efficiency or whatever. But it hopefully gives you guys some better idea to counter it. And if there's any other combinations you guys know that will work, do let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, guys, thank you again for your time as always, and hopefully this helps you guys out. And I'll see you guys in the next one.